Hey there, and this is Hey Sharon, otherwise known as Worthless Fucking Information. So, I am shocked at how many of you have reached out to me and asked me to cover certain topics, and so I might do it more than once a week, but what I do promise you is I will do an episode of Hey Sharon at least once a week on Fridays. Other ones will be time permitting. I am kind of busy, you know. So anyway, this week's worthless fucking information, or Hey Sharon, comes from Denise in Colorado. And she said, how do I grow old gracefully? That is great timing on a question for me. So, I talk about growing old gracefully all the time. I'm 45 years old. I live with my 85-year-old dad and my 79-year-old mom. My boyfriend's 55 years old. And we have this running joke in our house every time we wake up, which is, you know, you wake up and your back hurts, or your stomach hurts, or you have some new infliction, or you have some new ailment, and you say, growing old's a bitch. So I'm gonna start by saying, I love that saying. I use it all the time. Recently, seriously offended a friend of mine by saying it to him. I was shocked it offended him. I'm truly sorry that it did. But my first strategy, personally, to growing old gracefully is to have a sense of humor about it. I cannot control it. So I don't dwell on pictures that now have lots of fine lines and wrinkles. I don't dwell on the fact that it's harder to stay in shape. I need to watch what I eat. I just do it. And I have a great sense of humor about it when it doesn't quite go my way. So that's the first thing. Have a great sense of humor about it. The second, more importantly, is get functionally strong. So I love it when clients come to me and they say, hey, my doctor says I can't squat. And I always say to them, do you get up and down off of a toilet every single day? Oh yeah, of course I do. That's a squat. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a squat. So when your doctor tells you you cannot squat, keep squatting. What I do with my clients is I have them sit on a chair and stand up. That's a squat. And we do that time and time again until they get better at it, and then we add weights to it, and then eventually they're squatting. Squat, squat, squat. Because when you are 85 years old, you need to be able to get up and down off of a toilet. Have you ever walked into an old person's house and where they've pushed off of the counter or pushed off of the toilet roll holder, it's broken, or a towel rack is broken from them pulling themselves up? Don't be the 85-year-old that can't get up and down off the toilet. Don't be the 85-year-old that can't put a box on a shelf. That's a shoulder press. Don't be an 85-year-old that can't reach down and pick up a piece of paper off the floor. That's a lunge. Don't be an 85-year-old that can't bend over and pick up something off of the floor. That's a deadlift. You see where I'm going with it? Functionally fit. That's gonna be strategy number 2, stay functionally fit. Strategy number 3, your metabolism changes with age. So when you were 20, you could eat things that you can't eat when you're 30. When you're 30, there's things that you can't eat when you're 40. As you get older, your metabolism slows down and it is harder and harder to stay fit. Low body fat. That's okay. Don't wallow in self-pity about it. Put your big girl panties or big boy panties on and say, fuck it. I have to do more cardio. I have to burn more calories to eat like this. Or, I can't eat like this anymore. That's gonna be a treat that I have during a special occasion. But I can't eat like this every week, and in a lot of cases, every month. So I had In-N-Out Burger yesterday. I had like my little In-N-Out hat on, and I took a picture of it. You'll see it, it's on my Instagram. It's pretty funny. I was driving home from Vegas. Do you know when the last time I ate In-N-Out Burger was? A year ago. I did it, I was driving home from Vegas, I hadn't eaten all day and I wanted it, great. And I won't do it again for another year. I won't even have another cheeseburger for another year. It's just not in my wheelhouse. You wanna know why? Because I'm 45 years old and I wanna look like this. Maybe you don't wanna look like this anymore, and that's okay too, but don't get upset when your goals and your lifestyle don't match. You gotta match them up because it's really hard to keep looking fit if you eat the way you did when you were 20. That's just a hard reality of getting older. So that's third. Just watch what you eat and change your food and your calorie intake accordingly. 4, you gotta treat your injuries. As we get older, we have injuries and we have things that are gonna happen because of the wear and tear we put on our bodies. So you might need a massage. You might need an adjustment. I'm not a huge fan of chiropractors. It's not what I do. I like things like Balinese massages where they like pull your limbs. I love MAT, which is muscle activation therapy. A lot of chiropractors offer it where they actually work and move you and get in there and get your muscles actually active again. I use Block in Long Beach. They're amazing there. They're not massive back crackers. In fact, that's very little of what they do. I've been to chiropractors and they, in me, have done more harm over long term than good. I had to constantly keep going back week after week, even multiple times in 1 week. I don't want that type of lifestyle. I want to be able to go get fixed and have that fix hold for a long period of time through proper exercise, nutrition, watching my weight. Okay, so that's my 4th. Treat your injuries. And in that 4th one, what is most important about it is don't wallow in self-pity about it. So what if you have an injury? You've got other parts of your body you can work. So I've got a client right now, she's desperately in need of a knee replacement. We are working everything else. I still make her do squats, I still make her do lunges. Her knee is broken. She's already scheduled for knee replacement. I'm not going to break it any more than it already is. And if you want to call me irresponsible for saying that, fine. There's a great woman named Jules Mitchell that is coming out with a book, but she just did this amazing podcast while we were in Bulgaria talking about overload principles of injury. And we've been doing this for years with great success, even though it's not what is standard in the industry, and that's okay. I love that concept. I've been using it with clients forever. You get injured and we overload that injury with more weight. We don't modify, we don't dilute your fitness. We add more weight to it because what happens is, in very, very simple terms, so you science nerds out there, don't you yell at me because I know these are simple terms, but you have to realize the majority of people that follow me want the simple terms. If I overload that injury, guess what? Everything else around it gets stronger. If I modify it and dilute it, it gets worse. Now I understand you're saying, yeah, but it hurts when I do that. Yeah, it hurts when you do that. Your knee hurts regardless if I overload it or I don't. You've already broken your knee. Now I'm not saying acute injuries, a hamstring separation, bicep separation, dislocations, broken bones. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these soft tissue injuries that are like just chronic and they irritate us over time. Overload them. Keep overloading them. And as soon as I get this Jules Mitchell information, I will get it to you guys because I think she's a brilliant and I think she's a genius. And listening to her speak, as soon as I can get that podcast, I will get it to you. She is amazing. And I'm so happy that she's getting out in the yoga community talking about that and the rehab community. And I've been in the fitness industry talking about this for a good 2 years now. So honestly, those are my 4 best approaches to not getting old, or not feeling old, I should say. And the 5th one is, there is nothing wrong with a nip tuck here. And there's nothing wrong with a little Botox here. And there's nothing wrong with those kind of things. I have my whole beauty regimen. Thanks to Murad, I was part of a 2-year skin study with Murad, and I got to use their Resurgence line for 2 years, and I will use it the rest of my life. And I swear by it. My fine line and wrinkles, gone. It actually has made me look so much younger. People comment on how much younger I look all the time. I do use Botox. Filler doesn't work on me. I've tried it. I just metabolize it too quickly in the way I eat and the way my metabolic system works. And so it's a massive waste of money for me. But I have friends and family that do great with it and think it's amazing. I love fake eyelashes because I don't have to wear makeup. I have no makeup on. I rolled out of bed, been at work all day. It's now 7:30 p.m. at night and I'm here. So still at work. So that's it. And part of that whole beauty thing, dress appropriately. I know it's kind of hard and we talk about it all the time. I'm not running around in short skirts holding on to my youth. I've absolutely embraced the fact I'm 45 years old. I wear a lot of pencil skirts. You'll see all over my Facebook and my social media, my Instagram. I'm in a lot of pencil skirts. You know what? I get a lot more attention from men covering my knees than back in the day when I had short skirts on. That's just the case. But dress the body you have, not the body you want, is great advice. So that's it. That's today's Hey Sharon and worthless fucking information. So growing old gracefully. 1 is work out. And, 1, don't take yourself too seriously and don't take aging too seriously. That's the kiss of death. 2, keep training, keep working out, and make sure it's functional. 3, you're gonna keep eating healthy. And I know it's frustrating what you ate when you were 20, you cannot eat when you are 50 and expect to keep the same body. 4 was, I didn't write these down if you couldn't tell. I mean, I like to just talk off the top of my head. That's what I'm known for. 4, treat your injuries. I love the overload principle. I'll get you more information on that. And 5, find the beauty that works for you. My skincare regimen is Murad. Love it. Resurgence line. I do use Botox. I use Dermafex in Sunset Beach. Love them. I strongly believe in my eyelashes. If you need that contact, let me know, because I don't have to wear makeup, which then means my skin is far better quality. And then dressing age appropriate. Oh, and speaking of dressing age appropriate, these are my super cute, I wore them in Bulgaria. I'm back up just a little bit more for you. These are my super cute pocket bamboo leggings from Public Myth. And they are based in Vancouver, Canada. And they're by far the most comfortable leggings I've ever had on. We were in Bulgaria and we shot video for 6 hours straight, my ballet program. And I wore these white bamboo leggings for 6 hours straight in a warehouse. It was super hot. And let me tell you, the girls looked adorable. We all looked age appropriate, even the young ones to the old ones. And they're so comfortable. So, Public Myth, bamboo leggings, they are ridiculously awesome. I was a fan before they sponsored our ballet video for Udaya.com for the new Udaya fitness program, but they're great. So that's it. Growing Old Gracefully with me, Sharon Polsky. And this is Hey Sharon, or worthless fucking information. So if you want to send me a question, you can either email it to sharonpolsky@gmail.com, or you can post the question to any comment on my YouTube page. You can send me an Instagram message. You can send me a Facebook message. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. There aren't a lot of Sharon Polskys, Polsky, in the world, so I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. Anyway, that's it. Growing Old Gracefully with Sharon Polsky. Ciao for now.